Are you the paparazzi?
Yes.
Got the queen bee. You're not the queen no more.
Hey, it's Matt. We're back at the beehives. Just kidding. Alright, Matt recruited me to help him film this closely, and I'm wearing a suit because I don't want to be close and get stung.
Well, if it helps, I don't even have tennis shoes on, so.
Hopefully this goes well.
So we got the queen today, and I got my other frames. They came the other day. So I'm gonna open this up, make sure the queen's not in this box. If there's no eggs, then I'm good to go, because it's already been 4 days. So I'm gonna open this up, and then if there's no eggs, I'm gonna put the queen in there.
It's crazy how loud they are.
So my wife just noticed, said it's crazy how loud they are, and it's because when there's no queen, they're very loud. So it's telling me there's no queen, but I'm still gonna make sure. What do you think your first time, honey?
I'm leaning in more than I thought I would, that's for sure.
So no eggs there. Capped honey.
They say you can tell the difference between a real beekeeper and a not real beekeeper by if they lean into the hive or lean away from it. And I thought I would be running away. And I'm kind of like curious what it looks like, so I keep leaning closer in.
So no eggs. The new queen, so she has, this one's completely empty. So she has that space to lay on. So that's good. Ruh-roh. I see eggs. Oh, there's queen cups though. There's eggs in them. So they don't have a queen. Oh yeah, those are turning into larvae. Right in the bottom corner. So they made queen cups all over. So they're queenless. There's no eggs in here. We have plenty of capped brood. Let's just see if they like her first. You can always know too if you put the one teacher I was going to, he said put the cage down and they all go to it and they're sticking their tongues out. They're trying to feed her, and if they're trying to use their abdomen and, you know, basically sting her, then they're trying to kill her and they already have a queen. So it's a good indication if they have a queen or not, and I can just direct release her. Now the queen we got is Beeweaver Queen, and they've not treated for mites since 2001, I believe it was. And this genetic has been known to eat the mites, so I shouldn't have to do any treatments, and that's the whole point of getting this. So we're gonna see. I don't know. We'll see coming into fall. I'll do the wash and stuff and see how they are. But let me see if they're using their tongues or their stingers. So they are trying to feed her. See how they're not trying to sting her? They're trying to, all their tongues are out. It's kind of cool. So I'm gonna do a direct release.
And why did she come with other bees?
So they come with other bees in the package like that, so the other bees can feed her and take care of her waste.
Isn't the morning the worst time to work with bees?
The best is during the afternoon because all the foragers are out. well, late morning, afternoon, because all the foragers are out. Towards the evening, they all come back, and that's the worst. Whenever you use smoke on your gloves, it calms them down, so they say you won't get stung. So
I want to film from the front, but Matt told me you should never be in front of a beehive because that's where they're flying out from.
and there she goes. She went down in there right away.
And did they ever mark?
Yep, a blue mark. She's marked with a blue mark, and also I have her wing clipped because I'm hoping she makes it through the winter this year, and I think I'm gonna let her swarm. So by having her clipped, she's only gonna go like within feet of the hive, so then I can pick her up and put her in another box and keep getting more hives that way too, because it makes them stronger. And by letting them swarm, you're breaking a brood cycle, which kills mites without doing the treatment. So we'll see. I haven't decided if I'm gonna do that for sure or not.
And it's still your first year beekeeping.
Yep. So that went good. I got a couple of frames I gotta put in this box quick, and it's gonna rain. So I'll have you guys go in, and later we'll do an inspection on the rest of the hives. So I got the new queen. Now, I put the queen in, everything went good. I have video on that. And then I didn't have the recorder when I did the rest of this afternoon because it was raining off and on, just like a spit here and there, and I didn't want you guys to get wet because I know you guys would short out and it wouldn't work. Anyways, when I did that, I did the hive inspections, you know, and I went through and I checked them all for my weekly hive inspection. And I went to the Saskatraz bees, and guess what? They had a supersedure cell. So for those who don't know what that is, it's you have your frame, and then you have a little, it looks like a peanut sticking out and coming down, and they had an egg in there. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna leave it. So I said, I'm gonna leave it, let them do their thing, and if I see her in this top box, then I'll take her out and I'll put her in another box. Next frame I grabbed, I found her. So I took her out, looked it up. Here she's a 2017. She has a yellow dot on her. So she's in that box. We'll see if she can get through this winter and grow another hive. She's laying really good. It's from frame to frame, so I'm not disappointed in her one bit. Let me see what else happened. They were all out of sugar syrup, so I added the sugar syrup to all of them. So as of right now, those two boxes have a queen. This box has a queen. That one does not, and the nuke up front does not. So there was a ton of swarm cells in there. There was everything in there to make a new queen, so I'm not even worried. And then plus the egg in the supersedure cell. So they'll make a new one. I left tons of eggs. I actually only took 3 frames, and one of them they just started drying out, but there was nothing in it. So I took 3 frames of brood and nectar and some eggs, and I gave her that, and then I put her in the other one. So yeah, she should be fine. And then also when I put her in this box over here, so what I did is I had 5 frames of better comb, so I put all better comb frames in there for her. So that should help too. I have her sitting up there, and what else? Oh, the nuke. So I didn't know what was going on with the nuke. You know, I haven't been in there, didn't want to bother them. They've been quiet. I've been checking them every day, tucking them in at night, you know, and you know, they're quiet. They're not flying around. It's kind of making me nervous. So I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna open it up. I'm gonna go in there. I gave them 1 full frame of capped honey, so I know they're fine with that. So, because I don't have a feeder on this one, but I gave them some pollen. So I came over to check on them. They were fine. They're building. So I actually opened it up and I went in there. See, they're flying around, so I'm not gonna even go over there. So when I went over here, opened it up, took a look at it, everything was fine. I took out the empty frame that I had on the inside, and I took that out, took the next frame out, which was all honey, and set that aside. The next frame I grabbed had 4 queen cells on it, and one was capped, and the other ones weren't even, you know, they were probably halfway. The one that was capped was about 1.5 inches long, it looked like, and the other ones are about 1 3/8 to 1.5 inches. So with that being said, I knew that those girls are fine, so I was gonna leave them alone. I put the other one down. I looked down, then the other frame, both sides, there had to have been 6 more cells on there, and so I'm like, all right, well, hopefully it all works and they hatch out and she gets mated. That'd be a free queen, so that'd be nice. I'm hoping to split next year. I wasn't planning on this at all for this year. Well, I shouldn't say that. I wanted to buy 2 nukes and split both of them, so I have 4 going into winter, but I ended up getting 3. And then I'm gonna have 6 going into winter, hopefully. Whatever. I wanted a business anyway, so I might as well let them grow. So this fall, I really want to see how well each hive is doing, because the Saskatraz bees are supposed to be good at fighting off the mites and taking them and finding them in the brood and pulling out the brood and throwing them away if they had mites on them. Beeweaver bees, you guys had a bug on you. Beeweaver bees, I have those, and I bought those because I was told that those, well, all the research I did, plus another person told me, they'll actually chase the varroa mites around in the hive. They'll chase them around in the hive, and what they'll do is they'll start biting on them, and they'll chew off their legs. And so then they'll fall down and die because they can't do nothing. So that was the other one I wanted to try. They haven't treated since 2001. So these are untreated bees, and they're supposed to be mite free, and we'll see. I'm gonna show everything this winter or this fall. I'll show you guys. I don't know if I'm gonna do powdered sugar or if I'm gonna do the alcohol wash. We'll see when that time comes, because as of right now, to get rubbing alcohol, I use that stuff for my business, and it's hard to come by. So, and it's really expensive. So if it's still like this, this fall, I will not be using alcohol wash. I'll do the powder sugar wash. But I know the alcohol wash is more accurate. Sorry I didn't have you guys with this time. Next week, we will definitely have you with, and I'll show you how each hive's doing, and the ones that I split. You know, I'll take a look at those, see how the queen cells are performing and whatnot. But oh, by the way, the Saskatraz too. When I went in there, when I saw those cups, or the supersedure cell, and then all the swarming cells, I was very shocked and surprised how well she had brood in there and how well the frames are built. So, and that one, she is a Minnesota bee, and she's only been in Minnesota. She did not travel. So I know she's made it through winters. So I'm hoping her daughter from the hive I took her out of her main colony will come about and be just as good as her, if not better. So, and I need names, you guys. I need names. Put stuff in the comments. I need names for each hive. We got to come up with names. So if you like this content, why don't you hit your thumbs up, and don't forget to subscribe. And when you subscribe, hit that little bell. It'll tell you every time we come out with a video, which is daily, by the way. I have some of laser engraving, 1 a week, and then we do vlogs, and yeah, so it's fun. Until next time, glad you got to see me again. Bye.